Hi there everybody, Mars here, the teaching professional at Southwick Park Golf Club. This week I'm recapping a bit on a video that I made a fair few years ago, but I thought I'd do it again, it's probably time. And it is the lob shot, and the ability to play this shot can really get you out of a lot of trouble when you short side yourself like this with not much green to work with. If your only shot is some sort of chip and run, you're in all sorts of trouble. So the ability to play it is some skill, a lot of setup, and then a fair bit of commitment after that. Plus you've got to use the right type of club, so you need to go at least your sand iron, but if you've got that one on from that is great. So I go 50, 54, 58, so that's my 58. It's got, my 58 has a reasonable amount of bounce because I like to use it in the bunker, so less bounce sometimes better. So bounce is that radius part that allows you to, I want to snug that leading edge against the ground on this flop shot. I need to lay the head back. So the less bounce, the tighter that leading edge will be to the floor. So that'll help a little bit too. Other than that, it's a pretty standard club really, because it's going to be very adaptable. 58 degrees sitting flat like that, and I can push that back and back as brave as I might be. So for me, a lot of this is in the setup. A lot of it is in the feeling that you are trying to just slide that ball, that club underneath the ball, keeping as much loft on as you can through impact. The skill part really normally is in the power output and the length of swing, which is what people can come a little bit unstuck on. So let's just go through technique, and there are if you went on YouTube and watched a few of these videos, there will be lots of options on how to play this, but this is me, and it's very similar to how I would play the bunker shot. So number one, like in every single chip shot you play, you have to assess the lie first. If this lie is really tight, really hard in the summer, that's going to be really difficult, and that's when you're going to have to be really good at it. A little bit of cushion under it, great. Too much fluffiness underneath it, you potentially can whoosh right under it, and there you need a tiny change to your technique. So number one, the leading edge, the bottom of your club, has to point at the target. One. And I'm going to lay it back to add my correct amount of loft on. So I'm going to go from 58 to, I don't know, 70. And then I'm going to stand open and play it off my front foot. So club at the target, feet a little bit open, off the front foot. Now just technique wise, I'm going to go a bit longer in this swing. It's going to be quite a smooth, languid swing, but with some acceleration in it. And then a bit through impact, I'm going to stay flexed and down with my knees and try and hold that angle so I don't release the club. Any of that nonsense, you're in all sorts of trouble. So let's just quickly do one, and just if I can set the angles and show you how to do it. Okay, so that's quite extreme, it's quite hard up, hard down. And you can play with that, of how much you open the face and how hard you swing. So if you went, I don't know, full Phil Mickelson, you'd be hard open, leant right back, and hitting really hard. You're accelerating the club very quickly. This might not carry the bunker, we'll see. So that's the most extreme part. If that was, there is a place for that shot where you've just got to sort of nip it over, and that's what you want to play with. My advice to you is, let's just try something. Let me just move the camera. If you want to get the feeling of this is how it should feel, get yourself a really tufty line, some semi-rough, and see if you can go right underneath it. You might even be able to get to the point, if you can perfect it, that you don't even move the ball and you just slide underneath it. The more you do it, the more you'll pop it up. Okay, so let's just have a go at playing it properly. All right. Long and smooth is better than short and jerky, yeah? And if nothing else, it's good fun. See you all next week and thank you for watching.